Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Frost and Fire. Last episode is going to be easy to recap. We had this event happen where a whole lot of mechs have come down from the sky to murder me. That's going to be fun. The problem that I'm going to face initially is that this door for our entry to the kill box was closed, and all of the mechs aren't necessarily coming in to fight me. Now, there's some key things that I want to do right from the get-go. One would be to move some of these fire foam poppers up to cover the turrets. So I'm going to set it up one here and one here. This is a bit of an oversight. I should have fire foam popper coverage out here already and anyway, but I don't. So I'm going to want to build the fire foam poppers, build some with Phoenix while I get ready to run protections with Bash. So the other thing, I'm going to send Gabe, JD, and Leth to grab sniper rifles. They're going to grab sniper rifles to try to snipe some of these centipedes down. Hippie is going to be treated a little bit differently because she has the ability to land berserks. So with her, I am going to equip us an Insanity Lance as well. I think we're going to probably use some of our Insanity Lances as a method of defense. Bash, I need you down here repairing that wall. And then Raptor, I'm going to send you to this choke point here to drop some berserks on these guys to lessen their attack on us. So Leth and Gabe are going to get sniper rifled up. Hippie is also going to get sniper rifled up, but like I said, I suspect that we're going to be using her far more for berserk pulses than anything else. And I'm going to also switch their helmets out because it is not so cold that we are going to be requiring the toques. So we'll swap to Cataphract. Nice. All right, so Bash is managing that wall. Raptor's heading to this choke point for them. I think what's going to end up happening is it probably is going to happen where these Lancers and Scythers are going to make their way, my guess is, to up here and mess with that structure. So, Phoenix, I know that I sent you for a fire foam popper. I still want you to do the fire foam popper, but Glitch. This is going to be a little sketchy. But Glitch, can you go here? Or actually, who's healthier? Because Glitch, one of you have health conditions. Maverick, you go up there to Area 1. Today. Thank you. All right. Bash is going to make sure that they don't get through there. We have got 1 and 2 helmets on. Looks like this centipede is coming to mess with my entrance here or something. I'm going to get my snipers out and ready. Okay, so Hippie is helmeted. Raptor is just about ready to drop some really dirty berserks on that cluster. This centipede is going to have a hard time getting through this ancient metal, but the door is an honest vulnerability, and that has me a wee bit concerned if it starts angling for the door. We have some Lancers just messing with the front there. I don't know if Maverick... Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, come on. Piss off, Scyther. Okay, so here's the snipers getting into position. JD is going to be joining them. Hippie is going to be joining Raptor. Raptor is going to be berserking right now. Good. My shield belt held. It's a masterwork, so it's pretty tough. All right, I'm gonna have JD stay. Yep, they're going after the door. So JD is gonna stay here to repair the door to keep that centipede from breaking the door while the snipers pull them off. Hippie is getting in a position for berserks, but actually, you know, Hippie, I wanted you to grab an insanity lance as well. So here's a scyther. Phoenix, move the other 2 fire foam poppers, and then this scyther gets shredded. All right, Maverick, one of the reasons I sent you up here is so that you could close these doors to try to protect the monument, because I don't necessarily want a giant mech cluster landing on me right now. Another good hit. Nice. Okay, so they are these guys have stopped. I think JD, I want you to pop on out here, help with the rest of the snipers. Looks like, yeah, that door is not going to get cooked. Now there are mechs that are making it inside, but that's fine. Maverick, what about you? So you got past this door, and the mechs are over here, and they are definitely angling for this monument. I have no doubt. That is the most logical conclusion. This door open, and pulse. Enjoy. Phoenix, you are fleeing from something. Oh yeah, you're fleeing from a lancer. Just dance around a little bit. All right, Raptor, try to put these fires out. That's stupid. Okay, Hippie, you're gonna come here with your berserk lance, your insanity lance, and my snipers are gonna start hunting the centipedes. I wish I didn't have to have Bash sort of glued to this wall for this stupid scyther, but that doesn't seem to be much of an option. All right, now Maverick, now that you've closed all those doors, I'm going to put you pets inside. And we at least have one layer of wall around this monument, because all the doors that lead to that monument are closed. At this point, I probably only have enough for one more pulse. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, I hear something chopping. Oh, it's still this stupid scyther that isn't getting any closer. I think I'm going to trigger these ahead of time. So that the area is not flammable, because the fire foam effects are going to last a while. Alright, my snipers are chasing down their centipedes, and that will keep things from being set on fire. So, once these centipedes get within range, I'm going to drop... I'm probably going to drop the Insanity Lance on them, and also going to drop... turn on all the turrets everywhere and shred them. Maybe these snipers can help to kill this scyther, and that will keep that will free up that will free up Bash from having to work forever. All right, Phoenix. Get you in cover. Alright, so the scyther's finally left. Bash, I would like you to go consume some nice meals, because you're gonna have a mental break if you don't. Looks to me like I might not have enough side focus for another pulse. But what I can do is put these fires out. Alright, so here is a incendiary mech And let's spin everything up and see how our new defenses fare. So nothing could get set on fire. Tee-hee, tee-hee. Sucks for you. And yeah, we're doing pretty good here. I need to make sure that Raptor doesn't go anywhere foolish. In fact, let's reduce firefight priorities so there's none of that. Maverick is now safe and sound inside of our walls. And where are the mechs that were up here? Oh, all these mechs, perfect. So all these mechs up here have now turned around. They're no longer gonna hit the monument. They broke this door, but that's no problem. And they're heading into my kill box, perfect. I would say that my turrets did a wonderful job shredding that mech with all the new autocannoners. And what it can have is between volleys, between waves of these enemies, I'll have Phoenix and eventually Bash, once he eats that meal and gets his mood back up, get him to repair stuff. Just repair the little ones that took damage. So here comes a new wave, and one of the things I want to do to this new wave is actually drop Insanity Lances to make them permanently insane. So I'm going to have Raptor draw fire. Got a little burned. Raptor, get out of there. There. So we have Insanity one of them. Let me see if I can't. This is a big risk, but Insanity another. What I want to do is I want to pick out healthier ones so that they cause more of a disruption. There is not a good target right now in this cluster here. So, Hippie, just hide. Raptor, okay, that's barely a burn, you're fine. Now the other issue is, it looks to me like my snipers are not going to end up being effective, so I'm going to send them back inside. I don't really foresee a situation where I can use them anymore. So we want centipedes that are... Okay, so this one's berserked permanently. This one here, nope, that one's damaged. It looks like a lot of the autocannon turret ones are really, really damaged, which they're going to be bad targets for Insanity Lances. But I just had Hippie drop another Insanity Lance and then 2 Berserks. So these guys are just going to be trying to murder each other for a long time. You, off. Actually, stay on. And where's Phoenix? Alright, Phoenix and Bash are asleep. Nope, sorry. I apologize, but that's not gonna work for me. So here comes all the small guys. And we are gonna have my snipers take positions to kill the rest. I'm not really sure what Raptor needs to be doing here anymore. I don't think he's gonna have the side focus to do much of anything, so I'm gonna have him, well, he could still draw fire with his shield belt, so never mind. I could also call aid, but I'm not gonna be doing that, because that would absolutely get everybody that comes to help killed. Alright, so Phoenix and Bash. Phoenix, I want you down here, repairing this turret. Is there any other turrets that Bash needs to repair? Not that I can see. So Hippie will have the side focus to drop another berserk or 2 on these guys. So that's what she's working towards. And Raptor, I think I'm gonna have you Phoenix, you switch with Raptor. Phoenix is gonna be the shield belt absorber for Hippie. And Bash is gonna repair. Raptor is gonna head in and rest. But don't self-tend. Although he is a healing enhancer, so, you know, actually maybe self-tend. Self-tend with good beds. So, tend yourself. All right, so Hippie, you are... It looks like all the ones that I berserked are no longer active. So here we come. We got a big old mega swarm coming in. I'm going to turn basically everything off to draw everybody in, and then turn everything on. I'm not going to worry about aid, though. All right, so here we go. There are some Scythers in this group, so I can't wait to turn everything on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all spinning up now. All of it. All of it. All of it. All right. Yeah, Hippie now has Berserk Pulse off. So Phoenix, you get ready to lure fire. And then Hippie land it on, let's see, this guy, because he's healthy. We're in cover. Now, I've no doubt that some of my mini turrets are going to get destroyed, or at least tooled up a lot. Yep. But small prices to pay given the absolute onslaught of enemies that are coming in. Most of the charge turret mechs are pretty damaged because I've been focusing on them. So let me do a quick inventory of the mini turrets that are not in such good condition. Well, that one apparently. My guess is they're just getting hit by the charge turrets, and that's very much the reason why they're taking so much damage. So let's draw these mechs now forward, now that we have the Scythers that have been dealt with. So I'm turning everything off. I'm going to turn the front two off as well, pulling these guys closer to me. That is dead power. There we go. That one should stay off. No, you stay here. All right, taking a look at these autocannon turrets. Rearm, rearm. These southern ones are okay, so you left, just stay there. And bash, you rearm, and rearm. All right, so we're purposely drawing them all forward to us. In fact, let's turn these off. We're going to draw them even more closer. All right, Gabe's done rearming. All right, they're getting pretty close. All right, on, done. Snipers fall here. On. All on. All on. Hey, cargo pods. Thanks, Randy, for the cargo drop. Hippie's ready for another berserk, so let's get that queued up. Draw fire, and who is healthy? They're really not healthy at all. This centipede here, if I can hit it, could get berserked. There we go. Done. All right, so we actually want to turn that one off. That one could be on, off, on. Cool. All right, snipers are firing. Bash, you stay put. So we are obviously going to require some additional rearming. You should be on. There we go. And now we have an absolute onslaught of autocannon turrets just ripping everything up. Oh, it's triggering the fire pump popper. I was like, no! Lost an autocannon turret. I was pretty careful. Where is enemies? Okay, so all the Lancers and Scythers are pretty much dead, except for just a few. That's good news. So as you can see here, the fire pump poppers are getting me nice and covered. All right. Rearm. Some of these are going to need to be rearmed. There goes the turret. All right, let me do a little turret HP. Oh, there goes another one. The ones in the middle are typically going to get destroyed because there's a lot of crossfire and they're going to get hit by my autocannon turrets. And there's not much I could do about that. They're just casualties of war. Which is a bummer, and it's a big waste of steel because of the deadfall traps and all that, but it's just the way it is. All right, so we're gonna rearm this one. It's legitimately out. Bash, no, don't do that. All the centipedes are just about dead. I mean, the ones remaining are on life support, essentially. Raptor. You're already, one of your 2 injuries are already healed. That's awesome. All right, Phoenix. Let's just YOLO and try to repair that. What is sparking now? Oh, just another fire foam. That's fine. Phoenix just like, tee-hee, I have a shield belt. All right, Hippie, you still have a berserk. Let's drop it. And then get you to actually start sniping. With everybody else, Gabe should be sniping as well. Let's get him in this fight. Oh, Hippie, you should not snipe from the... Oh, Jesus. Good dodge, good dodge. They have pretty much just a token force left. Off. I'm going to turn everything off and draw them all very, very, very close. All right, hit you 2. Leave them no targets. All right, off. His point is what, 2 pikemen, I think? Whew. Man, we've managed that well, I'd like to say. I mean, it's... Yes, pikemen could still kill me, but I feel like the worst is over. Bash is sleeping. I'm just going to let him sleep because he's moody. Raptor's already fully healed. Dang. That healing enhancer. Woo. What are you even shooting at? Oh, because this one's on. All right. Everything is off, and these pikemen should be drawing forward, and they are. And another thing that I did, for the most part, is stayed under toxic fallout cover. So my toxic buildup is not bad as a result of having... Oh, darn. Is not bad as a result of being with the roof over our head. So once these... All right, everybody can go to sleep. Phoenix, you're just going to finish this off. All right, so you're on a food binge. You're picking out because you were in pain. Why are you... Oh, sensory mechanites. Yeah. Gonna say. All right, all the autocannon turrets, spin up. Ah. All right, well, they're dead. Full cleared. And we also managed to not have the monument get touched, which... honestly, was awesome. All right. Miss Hippie, Gabe, Leth, and JD. Gonna switch weapons out. Next chance you get. We have a lot of replacing of turrets and deadfall traps. I'm just making sure that all of the turrets... Okay, that one's uranium. We're going to replace it, of course, with plasteel instead. Whew, all right. Now, we still, of course, have the toxic fallout from this spewer here. It has 5 enemies in Mech cluster. And we'll aim to manage that and destroy that when we next are able. occurs to me we don't even have TV in my base outside of the hospital. I did have some feedback from you all. Let me load up my feedback. Because I wasn't sure how long this fight would take me. So Rob mentioned that it might be wise, and I agree with him, it might be wise to divert some of the cloth to armchairs for research, the research bench, maybe in here, you know, just places that people typically sit for a long time, the fabrication. Now, the comfort of this chair here is 87%, same with this one. So the leather chairs aren't going to provide a massive benefit, but even a little benefit might be nice. All right, mechanoids, let's turn on the machining table. That's where we shred mechs now. Oh, man. What a fight. And now we have to get ready for destroying a spewer site. Potentially with a mech cluster there. So, good times. There's also the case of 95 nutrient paste meals left that I have no place for. And some eggs, it looks like, too. Let's make another batch of lavish meals. I think unfortunately, Raptor has been pigging out on lavish meals. Ah, he has. All right, I think what I'm going to do, this is going to probably piss him off even more, is wall off my meals. So that he can eat rice or these really awful nutrient paste meals. Yeah, he's going to eat rice. And that way he doesn't, consume our entire stockpile of emergency foods. Because that is not something I want him to do. All right, Bash, you need medical attention. But instead of medical attention, let's have you build this armchair. As soon as JD is awake, he can tend to you. So that's fine. Raptor will have to eat some raw rice. He's on a pig out, so he's going to have catharsis for the duration of his pig out anyway. So it's not like there's going to be much of an issue there. This armchair is barely more comfortable. Oh, barely more comfortable than the ones I already have. It's going to be definitely more comfortable than the steel stool. So we'll get the steel stool deconstructed where we tailor stuff and put this armchair in. An attempt was made. It did not go well. All right, Raptor, if you could stop pigging out so that other people can have access to meals, that would be, like, terrific. Yeah, everyone's going to be a little hungry. Unfortunately, a lot of them have fine meals in their inventory that I could temporarily just eat from the inventory. So I'll keep an eye on all of their food needs. I don't think there's any urgent food needs at the moment. Okay, let's get the roof on our ground penetrating scanner removed so that we can start scanning for underground materials. And we'll attempt for, whoa, here JD, 10 to bash. We'll attempt for one more armchair. See if we could get something nice. Because we have some steel stools that could be replaced. Man, Raptor is just eating so much raw rice. And he's exhausted, so he should be probably finishing up soon. Normal. Are you kidding? Fine. Whatever. The drug bench, I guess. Problem is, I am a Constructor 16 region-wide master, and I'm making garbage. Yep. Basically just garbage. Okay, it would be most excellent if Raptor went to sleep or something. Oh, I did pump out the Doomsday launcher, but then didn't end up using it. So let me cancel the load here and put it all back. Load. Doom. And res. Cool. All right, we have a lot of repair, rearm, and replace to do, so I'm going to have my constructors focus on that. Where are you going? Oh, they broke something here? Interesting. Weird. I think they broke, like, ancient metal. Well, no, maybe not. It's hard to tell what exactly they did. All right, Raptor's done with his fuss here, so let me deconstruct this wall, giving everyone access to the meals again. And do another batch of the lavish meals, but of course, I think Raptor's going to be the one to make it. We do have the toxic sewer site, but I'm going to wait until I fully repair and replace the kill box before doing that, because it's I don't want to leave my base with its defenses somewhat crippled. We also have a trade caravan headed in too, so let's not forget that. And JD is cranking the corsets. Animals. Gorillos, you can go unrestricted hauling. And we'll try not to build up too much toxic fallout, so I'll have to keep an eye on their health to make sure that my gorillos don't march around outdoors and get themselves sickened. Raptor, I'm going to wake you up because I have Leviathan meat just sitting here, going to spoil in 4 hours, so if you could haul that. Even 5 is not so bad. I just didn't want the whole stack to spoil. So put the lavish meals up higher. And now haul that in time. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, there we go. Nope. Cook. Perfect. Nothing spoiled. These eggs will eventually, once it warms up, so I gotta keep an eye on that, but for now, it's good. The bulk goods trader arrived. It might be too cold for them, so that's another thing I'm gonna have to do is let's get Raptor running out here immediately to make sure that these guys don't leave before I'm able to trade. JD is cranking through all the mechanoids that we killed. And then we have a lot of turrets to replace and some conduit and some a whole lot of spike traps. All right, so we want to trade with that. Here it is. Let's sell the eggs so that we don't have to worry about them spoiling. And they do have wood. That might not be a terrible thing for me to buy, given that it is not a renewable resource. We have all the corsets. Okay, so that's more than they can afford. Harpweave Park is kind of 93 cold. What is the wool ones? Okay, the wool ones are so much better. It's no contest. All right, we'll buy the wood, I guess. And if we're buying the wood, do I really only have 7 beers left? Oh my, I guess that's true. I'll have to keep a close eye on that. Okay, so trade done. Now we could go to the Toxic Spewer site and not worry about missing out on a trade caravan. For Hippie, don't clean, please. The fire foam will go away on its own, and I don't really mind it because it does stop us from being on fire. So it serves a bit of a purpose. Well, we do have some beer brewing up, and we have a lot of tables dedicated to more beer. I have to keep a close eye on my rice because I'm not actually growing that much rice right now. So there's a possibility, of course, not having enough of it. And I guess I'll try for one more, once Bash is up, one more armchair. I'm sure it's not going to work out in my favor, but who knows? Maybe it will be masterwork. More bulk. What? What? I called one of these in, but not the other. These guys are probably going to leave the map tile before I can even reach them. I'm having Raptor here book it. Faster, Raptor, faster. And opening up the doors that I want opened. I don't really know if I have anything to do here. No, I really don't. There's really nothing I even want to buy. They have more wood, but I think I'm fine. I just bought a whole big batch. They're selling human meat, so that's disturbing. Okay, well, hang out if you want. There's sort of a bit. Yeah, and there they go. Dangerous temperature. Cued to leave. I'm going to temporarily suspend the Psychic Tea so that Bash... Nope. So that Bash repairs and builds instead. It's a better use of his time. We're starting to make dusters for the summer. I think I could do... Yeah, there's the cowboy hats. Now, I know I have all these spare deadfalls, but that's more for sappers. You know, if sappers are coming. Okay, some of these turrets are getting rebuilt. And then we have a ton to repair. There's a lot of turrets to repair. A masterwork corset. And oh, the armchair is excellent. So if the armchair is excellent, let's move things around a little. That will be the fabricator chair. And this should have a comfort of basically 100%. Maybe we'll try for one more chair. Can you do another excellent for me? Another excellent would be a research chair, and then we'll call it good. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to have a more comfortable chair at the scanner, though. So let's do that. Because the scanner we sit at much longer than we do the art bench. We don't really do a whole lot of art here. It's good. So excellent is a 87. Good is a 90. So it's, yeah, all right. It's barely worth the improvement, but fine. It was a good idea, but due to quality, it didn't really turn out well. Of course, I can always make more armchairs in the future. But corsets are more of a surefire thing, and it also trains our crafting seal. So one of the concepts in RimWorld is there are multiple things that you can sort of, for lack of a better term, grind for experience. There is, you know, you can grind drugs to sell, or you can grind craftables or buildables. For craftables, it would be dusters without the royalty DLC, or if you do have the royalty DLC, the corsets. And the real advantage of that, of course, is not only are you making stuff you can sell, and clothing is typically pretty easy to sell, but you are also training up your crafting skill to allow you to make nicer things. So JD, with all of his experience making these corsets, can then make armors and stuff like that that are nicer. If you do drugs, it doesn't really help you train skills that you're typically going to use. So that's one of the reasons why I don't usually tell my guys to make drugs over something that you can craft. And then alternatively, if you want to make stuff that you build, you could, or, you know, and then there's statues if you have materials, and sculptures are probably better than most of the things that you can build. And then that's typically what you would quote unquote grind for experience. So this wood is not going to last out here forever, so it's going to be important for us to haul that. And let's go ahead and unforbid everything. I don't know what was forbidden, but we'll clear that requirement. So there's a whole lot of really damaged turrets out here that are going to need repair. And okay, another mech cluster, yay! Oh god, a psychic suppressor. That is really not a good mech cluster to have. This mech cluster, this is a low shield. So this mech cluster has a bunch of unstable power right next to the cluster. So animals, I'm gonna have you stay inside. And man, that psychic suppressor, that's real nasty. All right, this time I'll definitely remember to invert it, unlike last time. And it's immediately going to kick in, so the psychic suppression, you know, for most of the males in the colony are going to be 50%, which is really terrible. Thanks, suppressor. So it looks like this looks like it's pretty easy to chain together a massive explosion to get these guys destroyed, because there's so many unstable power cells that would blow up the suppressor. And then this is just a Lancer constructor. They have a low shield, but I actually don't even... No, they have a high shield. Okay, so they have one high shield and one low shield. So I would need to send EMP high. Okay, I can shell it. Now the thing is, I don't want to do it yet, because of course the mechs that come in to my base are going to absolutely wreak havoc on all of my dreadfully damaged turrets. So I'm going to want to repair these turrets up before I, you know, bring in even more enemies. But hey, Randy, could you stop? I'm fatigued. Send me Reapers, not mechs. Actually, I take that back. I take that back. If I say that out loud, he's going to send me like 1,000 Reapers. I think we all know that. So the reduced consciousness will lower my constructor's ability to construct. So if I take a look at the construction success chance, at least his is really high. But yeah, I got to be a little cautious of that. So let's keep repairing. I think all the turrets are now built, at least. So it's just repairing the damaged ones and then making sure that they're rearmed. And mostly it would be the autocannon turrets, the big ones, that need to be rearmed more than anything else. Yeah, so here, as you can see, Phoenix as a construction 13 is still botching because of this this, even though my because the construction The psychic suppressor rather is affecting our success chance. Not cool. But it looks like we're just about fully repaired, and we don't need to be 100% rearmed. Just like mostly rearmed is fine. Now Gabe is a bit different because the suppression here doesn't hurt him. He's deaf to it. And if I had a lot of psychic foil helmets, I could reduce the penalties, but I don't have a ton of psychic foil helmets. One of the funny benefits is that the corsets, that JD will actually train more making these corsets as a result of being slower. So next episode, because this is all the time I have, next episode, we are very likely to bombard this psychic suppressor, and then if there's time, go ahead and remove the toxic spewer site so that we don't have to deal with the toxic fallout forever. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell.